Very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather or not Bowling Green forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Let's get a look at that satellite loop out there this morning. You will note that we have some cloud cover that is arriving there from the north and west. That is coming along and ahead of a cold front that's going to be passing through here this evening. It could bring an isolated rain chance to the region, but other than that, it's going to be bringing in another comfortable day for us to finish out the work week. Starting off throughout today, however, we do have some thick fog in some locations. The Beach Tree News Sky Cam up in Morgantown showcasing some low visibility up in that direction. Want to give yourself an extra few minutes on the morning commute if you're in the fog-prone areas. Much nicer conditions overlooking the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam atop WKU. We have got beautiful views there for what's going to be another beautiful day. We've got temperatures and dew points hanging out where they were right about this time yesterday. We're in the upper 50s. It feels absolutely immaculate out there. We're going to have to deal with very breezy southwesterly winds today. Some gusts will be upwards of 15 to 25 miles an hour. That's going to be taking highs right up to around the mid 80s this afternoon, but with comfortable humidity hanging around, it's not going to be terrible. That won't be arriving until late in the weekend into the early days of next week with another wave of extreme heat and humidity on the horizon. Taking a look here at the latest surface map, you can see the cold front approaching from the north and west. High pressure and control here across our neck of the woods throughout the day should keep us bone dry, but that will be changing with that isolated rain chance arriving late this afternoon on into this evening. Let's talk about it. That cold front's approaching from the north and west. It's going to have just depleted moisture along and out ahead of it. We might get in on an isolated rain chance this afternoon into this evening. I think the vast majority of us will stay dry underneath partly to mostly sunny skies. But folks, look behind the cold front. Today we're going to deal with the breezy southerly winds coming in and warming us up to the mid 80s. Those are going to be veering back out of the north and west behind that cold front tonight, opening up the door to another immaculate day on Friday. All eyes are going to change focus through the latter part of the weekend on into the early days of next week. Folks, we talked about this yesterday, but you can see the trough diving down here along with the passing cold front tonight. And then we're going to start to see this upper ridge really begin to take over. Here we are working throughout the weekend, and it really starts to ramp up, as you can see here on Sunday, continuing on into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. It's just going to be relentless, folks. We're talking about highs up into the 90s, mid-90s in some instances, rising dew points back into the mid-70s. Triple-digit heat indices, folks, is going to be all but a guarantee. So we got another heat wave that's on the horizon. Looks like we're going to be very dry throughout that point in time as well, but not too much going on. The National Weather Service has already stuck out an excessive heat area that does include Kentucky here. We got a 50% chance of widespread maximum temperatures above 90 degrees each day beginning Sunday and continuing throughout the entirety of next week. Heat indices could approach or surpass triple digits during the peak heating time, especially Monday and again Thursday through Saturday. All right, so if there's anything good to take away from the dry conditions and the heat and humidity that we're going to be dealing with, it's that the latest drought monitor doesn't look too shabby. Nearly all the Commonwealth of Kentucky has escaped drought for the most part, except for the far northwestern corner here, far southeastern corner. But other than that, we look to be in ship shape. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5 days. For today, partly to mostly sunny, will be breezy at times, highs up into the mid-80s. An isolated rain chance this evening with that passing of that weak cold front. Northwest winds going to hold our highs between the upper 70s to lower 80s on Friday, and then we see that rise in heat and humidity. Potential for mid and upper 80s on Saturday, low to mid 90s Sunday into Monday and Tuesday of next week, with triple-digit heat indices also on the docket. That'll wrap up your Thursday morning Weather or Not Bowling Green forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a blast next to final day of the work